Right, so for this last video, I'm going to show you how to make music and add it to your game so that you have like sound effects and different things. So I've composed two different things here. One of them is this sound here, which is just going to play whenever the ball collides with one of the pieces of chocolate in the game. So it's just going to sound like this. And then I've also composed this um, level music that'll play over the level when you're playing. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to download the song. So you're going to see this option here. You want to make sure you click export song. Now, I always get rid of the outro. And then what I do here is I'm just going to call this Chocobreak level, something like that. And then it's going to say export, and you just click export, and you'll see it right there. And it's going to go right into your downloads folder. Again, I might go ahead and just hit save as, and then I can save it in the downloads folder, just kind of like this, and then I'll hit save. I'm going to do the same thing for this, and then I'll also probably just call this, again, collision, something like that, so I know what it is, and I'll do the same process. Right, so now that I am in my game, what I want to do is I want to think about whenever the ball would collide with the object, as well as what I want to play over the level itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is add it to when it hits the chocolate in the game. So again, when you see your condition where this collision occurs, again, if it breaks the chocolate, I add one to the score. I also destroy it and I have the ball bounce off of it. Yeah, and the order does matter. So you want it to do it in this order. You'll see it here. And then what I'm going to do is I'll right click here. I'm going to go to sample, and then I'm going to hit play sample. And then I'm going to look on this section. I'm going to pick from a file. And I just want to look in my downloads folder, which is going to be, if I go here, you should see it. If I click this PC, it's right here. And then I have this section. So I'm going to go with collision, and I'm going to double click it. And it'll play here. And then the other one is I need to make a new condition. So when I go to this section to play it like over the entire level and loop, you'll see this option that says storyboard controls. And I'm just going to pick start a frame. And then I'm going to do basically the same process. So if I right click, you'll see sample again, play sample. And then I am going to pick that file. So it's going to be right there. And now what should happen is as I play, you should hear these effects. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this and see what happens. Okay, so the level music is playing, but I have one issue, which is that I didn't respawn. So I do want to make sure that I test that. So I'm going to do create object. Again, I'm going to pick the ball that's going to be in the level. I'll hit OK, and then I'll just play this here. All right, and so now again, I'm just going to see if it works. And the sounds are kind of the same, but you can hear it when it hits the chocolate. And there it is. And that's how you would add the sounds and music. Again, there's some other things I could do, like I could have different sounds occur whenever, for instance, the ball leaves the frame, which could be right here. I could add different sound effects for like different walls or when it hits the player. But all of those processes are the same. You would just have to create the sound.